We're on the ocean again. It's about 9:45 in the morning. We left about 7 o'clock this morning from Horseshoe Bay, and we just had a bit of a motor sail for a couple of hours, just waiting for a little bit of an angle. Breeze has just clocked around a little bit now, so we've got enough to get a headsail on. Got a little reef in the main just left over from last time, but we're just going to run with it for a little while. And we're just punching into a pretty sloppy sea, so just heading down today down to Cape Bowling Green. So we got another 3 or 4 hours, I guess. But the plan is we're going to stay overnight down there, and then tomorrow, hopefully, we're going to head out to Old Reef, which is about, I think it's about 30-40 miles, can't remember exactly, sort of out off Cape Bowling Green there. So the weather the next few days is looking like we're going to get a nice little basically a little window of sort of under 10 knots anyway, so for 2 or 3 days. So probably stay out a couple of days out there, try and do a bit of fishing, and probably a lot of snorkeling. And then yeah, as soon as it looks like it's time to come back in, we'll probably head down to Cape Upstart then. So that's the game plan. So after another fairly arduous journey, we're just coming into Cape Bowling Green now. It's been a bit of a tough trip, this one. Haven't had a great angle for sailing. Kept swinging around to the northeast, and then you get an angle and then it'd go back east again and beyond the bow. So it was a little bit up and down, this one. But anyway, we're there now. So we'll just go and find ourselves a spot to drop the pick and have some lunch, I think. So here's what you get when you stop at Cape Bowling Green. We've got a kind of an easterly going here at the moment. You can see it's just one big long sandbar basically. It comes to a bit of a point. Just back here behind us a bit. A couple of yachts heading south. Probably just done the Magnetic Island Race Week. Behind us is our friend Sean, sailing solo at the moment on the Shearer. Yeah, it's just clouded over a little bit late in the afternoon here, so hopefully tomorrow morning it's going to look like what it looks like up in front here. Ready? Let's hit it. Something good though, and then just hit the bottom and bang! Oh, here it is. It's a red throat, I think. Oh, it is. It's a nice red throat too. Oh. Woo!
He's huge.
Beautiful red throat. That might be our.
Sunset in the background.
That might be our dinner.
What? Not pizza?
Yeah, no, we might have pizza. You. How's that? Nice little red throat. First bait of the day. You beauty. Number 2. Same bait. Oh, it's a little coral cod. Honey baby. You. Fish on. Fish number 3. This one feels pretty good. Might be another lipper. Yeah, it's a littler one. Another lipper, but it's a little bit smaller, I think, this one. Not quite as big as the last one, but he might still be legal. I'll have to put him on the lie detector. I was just going to hand the rod over to Pumpkin. I was just going to hook one up for her. Got a pretty good bite going in. felt like a good fish as well. Oh, it's a little red emperor. It's only a little one, but it won't be legal.
Pretty fish, aren't they?
Beautiful fish.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
It's got to be a lot bigger than that though, unfortunately. Yeah. Very pretty little fish. Anyway, he's going back in. Oh, I thought I got baited, but no, I've just got a little, I reckon that's a little baby grassy sweetlet. Caught some of them out at Lodestone. Got another one, a bit smaller this one I think. What have we got here? Oh, it's another little grassy I think. Little baby grassy sweetlet.
Pretty patterns.
Very pretty, isn't it? Yeah. So the little fellow, I think this. Oh, now he's having a bit of a go. He's a erratic little fella. Oh, he's got here, look. Little iodine broom, is it? So. Yeah, it's a little iodine broom, I think. Oh yeah, it's a big red emperor. Don't know if he's big enough.
Can't see it.
Oh,
Oh my god.
ooh, dog.
He's huge.
He may not be big enough still. Might need the net for this one. Okay, here we go. Put him on the lie detector. Leave him in the net for now. So I'm calling him for
Yep.
about there, 59.
What are they got to be?
Oh. Phew. How nice is that? Beautiful big red emperor. Legal size, measured him up. Got to be 55. It's another one to tick off the list. Ew. Pretty sweet day out on the ocean today. Just making our way in towards Cape Upstart after leaving Old Reef today. Had a fun time out there. I'll probably get Sam to tell you all about it. So Precious, we're on our way in from Old Reef, heading in towards Cape Upstart.
Fabulous.
Yep, a little bit earlier than we expected, but been a little bit, I must admit, I was the one that pulled the pin on it. I thought I was just a little bit on edge today. I've had a pretty stressful little 24, 36 hours, starting from when we were at Cape Bowling Green. And what happened at about 9 o'clock at high tide at Cape Bowling Green, 9 o'clock at night while we were cooking dinner.
We were cooking dinner and it was a bit bumpy and I felt a bit uncomfortable. It's not a great anchoring spot. We've heard from other people you can drag a bit. So I was halfway through cooking dinner and I decided to go upstairs and have my paranoid check of what was around us, and there was a boat right near us.
Not just a boat, our friend's boat, Nashira, with Sean on board. Probably 1.5 boat lengths behind us.
Yeah.
So we'd obviously dragged 40 or 50 metres, unbeknownst to us. It was only, we just noticed a little bit of a change in the action of the boat while we were at anchor. It was pretty blowy, and it was right on high tide, so there was a little bit of jiggle going on. But it suddenly got a little bit worse, and I think that's when we'd popped the anchor. So yeah, we had about, when we anchored up, we were in about 2.3 metres of water, and then by the time the tide came in, we probably had double that. When we first anchored up, we had 10 times scope basically, so we had about 25 metres out. That was probably back to 5 times by the time the tide came in. The forecast was for it to be dropping breeze-wise, but it certainly piped in a little bit just after dark. So yeah, so that was interesting. But we managed to get the anchor up, no dramas, no harm done. We went and anchored a little bit closer into shore from where we were the first time, and we noticed that when we brought the anchor up the second time, we had a lot of mud on it. Whereas the first time when Sam brought it up in a hurry, we didn't have very much mud on it at all. So we suspected we might have been just in a little bit of a hard spot there. But anyway, all good. Got up at 4 o'clock and headed out to
Old Reef.
Out to Old Reef, yeah. So had a pretty cruisy run. It was still a little bit bumpy from the day before, but yeah, we got out there. It took us about 6.5 hours, something like that. And it's a little bit of a precarious spot to get in and out of.
Yeah, lots of coral everywhere.
Lots of bommies, yeah.
Not a lot of sand to find somewhere to anchor.
It was a little bit tricky. So I'd already had a bit of a look on the satellite imagery and worked out a little bit of a path to go into the anchorage that I'd chosen. I had 3 or 4 little spots chosen there. And we worked our way through, found a spot. We thought it looked a bit sandy where we could drop the pick. And yeah, so we got that out. We're in fairly deep water though. It's about 12-15 metres of water, depending on the tide. And but we didn't have any great trouble. There was a fair bit of current out there though, so we were sort of getting a little bit. We were still laying to the breeze off the anchor, but the boat would be turned at 90 degrees sometimes because of the current. So we had one bommy. How far behind us do you reckon?
Maybe
20. No, it wouldn't have been 50, maybe 40, 25 to 40 metres behind us, which had me a little bit spooked because today's forecast was for southerly sou'easters, and that would have blown us a little bit closer probably to that bommy, and with a run out tide that would have also spun us on towards the bommy. So we got a little bit paranoid. I was also a little bit worried about the amount of coral around it. We might have had an anchor caught or something. Tomorrow was the day we were going to go back in, but we just decided to go today just to play it safe, get the make sure we could get the anchor up. So yeah, we did all that and everything worked out fine. There was no great problem at all. We did a little technique with the anchoring where you put a little float every 10 metres on the chain just to try to keep it up off the bottom. That seemed to work all right. It seemed to work all right. We didn't have the anchor chain caught on anything on the way up, but I think it seemed to come up very clearly, even though there might have been a few little corally looking bits looking down from the surface. It was very clear water, so we could see down 12-15 metres without too much trouble. But anyway, that worked out really well. So we ended up getting in and out of there without any problem at all, but I was just a little bit nervous. And Sam was a bit disappointed. Why were we disappointed?
I wanted to go for another snorkel.
Yeah, it would have been nice, I suppose. We should have thought about it. The problem was that we had high tide this morning. If we waited to low tide when the snorkeling would have been better out there, we would have been sort of trying to leave real late in the afternoon if we left today, or we were stuck having another night there. So yeah, so we played it safe, you know, just to make sure we didn't have any trouble. So we just thought if we do get the anchor stuck, we need a bit of time to get it unraveled. So we thought we'll do it today while the conditions are good, and then yeah, it should be all easy peasy, but it turned out all right. We needn't have worried. Probably could have had another day, but it's all good. Had some pretty good fishing, and that was another reason we left, wasn't it? We've got a freezer full of fish now, so
yes,
we caught a couple of nice fish, and any fishing from then on was just, you know, basically tag and release. So we've got yet another toilet issue. We put a brand new Jabsco light flush toilet in, and within a month of putting it in, we've already got a little bit of a problem with the push button panel. We suspect it's a bit, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so we find we've got to turn it off for a little while at the power point, and yeah, and then
hopefully there's nothing nasty.
and hopefully it comes on next time you need to use it. So beautiful morning here in Cape Upstart. 6 o'clock, just about to get going. Got Precious over here just pulling the anchor. a look at this. Very pleasant. It's a light sou'easter today, easterly, something like that. Not till later on, so we've got about a 50-mile trip. Something like that today, down to Gloucester Island. So an early kick-off. I think that's fog on the horizon, I'm not sure. Morning, Precious.
Morning, pumpkin.
Good morning, Precious. How was your night?
It was alright. It's okay. It's a nice spot.
Yeah, Cape Upstart's a pretty good little anchorage in there. It's easy to get into, isn't it? Seemed to be pretty good holding there last night. We came around the corner out of the ocean into the lee of Cape Upstart. For some reason we had about 7 knots of breeze out in the ocean right behind us. As soon as we got under the headland, suddenly we've got 17 knots. It was smoking. And that's not the first time that's happened there for us, is it? Then we were going north, we stopped in there and had the same thing. So it's a weird spot. I don't know why it does it. Someone might have an idea that can let me know, but yeah, anyway, pretty quiet night. Eventually it dropped out. Had a little bit of TV reception from time to time, didn't we? Unfortunately, I was watching a bit of the footy last night, got to the last couple of minutes of one game, really close, and we just lost it altogether. So very annoying, but not much internet. I had about 1 bar of 4G at best, I think. That was about the best we got, so a couple of bars of 3G. Anyway, we're off to Gloucester Island today, huh?
Yeah, should be a nice trip.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice today. We've got a fish on, and we've got the master angler. She's going to take the rod. Keep your hand up high here, up on the grip there. That's it. Now I'll back it right off for you. And pump and wind, lift up, wind down. Lift it up, that's it, wind down. Lift it up. That's the way. Yeah, keep going. Don't give it slack line.
Doesn't feel like there's anything on it anymore.
No. I can hear something back there. Not a very big fish, I don't think. But just wind slowly now, because we're getting close. See if we can see what it is. Oh, it is a little spotty. Yeah, nice. Nice one. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of footage of it, and then we'll let him go, I think. We don't really need it. So. That's good. Beautiful. Good start. This is all Cape Upstart. A very impressive headland, this one. Huge big cliffs. We've come around the corner a little bit. We can't see all of Cape Upstart. We can't see the official Cape Upstart, but yeah, it's a very impressive headland. Amazing rock formations. So we've lost our breeze now, obviously. Very calm here now. It's almost glassy. It looks like there might be a little puff just coming towards us there, but very, very calm ocean. Easy way to make some miles south, actually. Got another yacht out a bit wide of us. And a couple of the freighters out there, out off Abbott Point. Another catamaran. Yeah, beautiful ocean out here today though. Hopefully this will be a little bit of breeze just about to descend upon us here. You can see about 200 metres in front of us, so see what happens. It's tipped to go around to the southeast, which would be sort of on our nose, so hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's still got a bit of south in it. We get a little bit of angle, but we'll see how we go. Just looking back towards Cape Upstart where we've just come from. Stop trying to tell me if there's a fish on it or not, just bring it in. Pump and wind, remember? Pump up, wind hard, wind fast down. That's it. Get your hand up the rod a bit further so you've got... Get your hand up the rod, get a bit more mechanical advantage, that's it. That's the way. Pump up. Wind down, pump up, wind down. Right, what do we got? See, it's close. Pull it out to the side. That's it. Pull it out. There it is. What have you got there? A little schoolie this time. Nice. Don't pull him out of the water. Leave him in the water. Yeah, nice. Got a bit of that plankton, the algae on the surface there at the moment, haven't we? Bring him up here. Let me have a look at him. Yeah, nice. Another nice little schoolie, hey? Alright, we'll get him back. So just got a little bit of an easterly starting to spring up a little bit there now. It's a little bit tight for us to sail still. Just got to clear the top of Gloucester Island up ahead. You can see that's Middle Island, the little bright one in centre picture sort of thing, and then over around this way is Bowen. So we're going to give Bowen a miss today. We're actually going to give Gloucester a miss too. We were going to go in there, but we've decided instead we're going to keep on going. It's a beautiful day, nice ocean. That easterly breeze supposed to get up after lunchtime and just freshen a bit. Should give us a nice angle once we get around Gloucester. Hopefully we can sail then down to Airlie, so we're going to go down there. We've got a couple of friends down there at the moment, just up for the week, so we want to try and catch up. And yeah, I also want to make sure I've got good reception to watch the bunnies in the semi-finals tonight. Anyway, beautiful day out here. Just caught another fish a second ago, got another school mackerel, but we didn't film it. Yeah. Beautiful day out here. Spectacular actually. This is Gloucester Island just here. Look at the colour of the water here. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Fantastic. Beautiful spot. Up ahead is Rattray Island, but we're going to cut inside that. Once we get around the corner here, we should be able to veer off hopefully about 40 degrees and get a sailing angle. At the moment we've got the breeze about 30 degrees on the side. Not really enough to sail yet, but once we can bear away a little bit, hopefully we'll be good to go then. In the distance behind Rattray Island is the Whitsundays. Just to the left of Rattray, Hayman Island, and then We've got Hook and Whitsunday Island behind that. Yeah, we'll be over there in a couple of days, I guess. Sam's up the front here. I think we might have spotted a whale. It's a fair way off in the distance still, but we've got to go around the top of the island here, so just got to keep an eye out, make sure we don't get too close to it. But she's got the big lens out, so hopefully she can get some nice photos up here. We just saw sort of a party of them back there further, but they're a little far away for us to get a great shot. These ones are still playing around out the back there. We've got another one up off the bow, so it's all happening back there. I'm sure it's one of those gatherings where all the males are chasing the poor female around. Usually when they're as active as that, there's something like that going on. So we just had one of those, did that really happen moments? We just come around the top of Gloucester Island, and we'd been keeping an eye on this particularly active pod of whales. It looked like one of those sort of courting parties where a bunch of males are chasing after one of the females. Anyway, we turned around a couple of times to see where they were, and they seem to be getting closer and closer. Anyway, as we come around the top of the island there, suddenly we've looked astern of us, and probably, I don't know, 100 metres away, we spotted this little party of whales. So we've killed the motor, basically just put it in neutral. We had a main up, so we're still a little bit sailing, but we just basically killed everything. And next thing, these whales have just come chortling past us. One of them's popped up about 10 metres off the side of the boat, dived back under. And then very shortly afterwards, another one's come up, literally right on the transom. Dived under the boat and went directly under the keel, I reckon, from about probably only 10 metres away. Sam and I were actually bracing for impact. It was so close, and then he's popped up on the other side and gave us the big whale tail. It's so cool. Sam is absolutely tickled pink now. The thing is, we weren't ever going to be in this part of the world. We were going to stop on the other side of Gloucester Island. We decided to come south down to Airlie and meet up with our friends Sean and Sarah. So had we not made that last minute decision, we wouldn't have seen all that. So that was very, very cool. One of those sort of moments that you go cruising to see. Just awesome. Probably popped up just 50 metres away from us. We're watching the main bunch back a bit further, and then these two have just surfaced right beside us. This other bunch will probably pop up in a sec too. Look. There. So you're just there. It's really close. Oh geez. Huh. We are stopped. We're just drifting. This one's right here. Is he going to come up again? Jeez, Louise. Yeah. Oh no, look at this. There's one. It's going to go down underneath us. Where is it? Huh. It's going to come up on the other side. Well, yeah, hold on. Exactly. There it is. Gee whiz. Oh. Oh my god.
They're so cool. I'm so stoked.
That one went literally right under the boat. We're just sitting here. And the whole pod's just gone flying past us. That was pretty amazing. We literally had to hold on for a sec because it went under the boat.